most MVP character. I mean, we'll start with you, Ashley. What's your MVP of the season?
I'm not good at choosing. Honestly, this is such like an ensemble show, and there's really great moments for like pretty much every character in here. So I'm gonna have to mull this one over. If you want to circle back, that's fine. But otherwise, I'm just gonna say ensemble cast, best ensemble.
Brandi, what's the MVP of the season for you?
Oh, for me, it's freaking Delenn. Of course, it's Delenn. If it weren't for her, Babylon 5 would be no more.
She's very good. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there's a real transformation in Delenn this season. She's warmer, she's more powerful, and I think she comes alive. I think in this season. So yeah, definitely good choice. What about you, Matt? Who's the MVP of the season?
It's not Jakar, which I know you were probably thinking I was going to say. I'm going to go with a weird one, and I'm going to say it was Kosh because he give everything. He give everything to make sure that it wasn't just going to be a plain old curb stomp. And also, we can probably guess that Kosh isn't that Vorlon. Like he's kind of groovy Vorlon. He spent a little time on Mimba, in his gap year. He's not like Ulkesh, who also spent some time on Minbar but didn't like it, as far as I'm concerned.
No,
So yeah, he gave his life so that we all may watch shadow ships be ripped to shreds in the Shadow War. And speaking of which, I brought my shadow with me again
it's amazing.
to
That's amazing.
sit alongside me.
For those listening to audio, Matt has a cool little shadow ship there, which I want. So I live near Matt, so I might come and take it. So
Bring your best
Rahl,
telepaths.
yeah, Rahl, who's the MVP character for you on the season?
All right, real quick. We got through best episode and best moments, and nobody talked about convictions with Londo and Jakar in the elevator.
Oh, so good, yeah. Well, this is the trouble. Season 3 has so many good moments, so I'm going to absolutely allow you to throw it in there because it's a
That
fantastic
just needed to
sequence.
be pointed out that happened.
Yes, that's
That
fine. That's
deserved
fine.
acknowledgement. MVP character of the season is Marcus, with the secret sneaky MVP being Bester, because Bester's machinations put so much into motion that is absolutely essential in just tiny little poke, poke, poke. But
Mm.
Marcus is the ongoing MVP for the entire 2 seasons that he's there.
Yeah, I love how Marcus comes in and as a very different human character and just adds a whole new light to the show as well. Yeah, no, he's a fantastic. Obviously, we've talked to Jason Carter as well on this podcast, and he's just as amazing as the character. And but yeah, there's energy that he brings. Is another reason why I love this season so much.
Cornwall
Earl,
is
who,
going to be blessed by his presence now because if you other guys don't know, Jason's actually moved back to the UK now, and he lives down in Cornwall.
yeah, I have to go and find him. He did tell us he was going to move back to the UK, so yeah, I have to kind of get him back on the show, maybe in person. We should see. Terry, who's the MVP of the season for you?
Right, yeah, I could go down the ensemble cast cheat, but yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, I would like to say Sinclair because everything up to the War Without End, regardless of the fact that he only appeared like twice in season 3 just to tie things off. I think brother Edward.
Oh yeah, he's good.
That I think. I mean, as probably most Joe's an atheist. I'm an atheist. When I was working with Fiona, also an atheist, and I love a little message she sent to us like "Atheists Unite!" exclamation mark. They, yeah, I think Brother Edward was probably for me one of the standout characters. Yeah, it was a one episode character, but the basic concept with what he was getting at with regards to can God forgive him because even he didn't know who he was, and then you were starting to get some of the a bit more of Valen's story being slipped in, admittedly, I think somewhat clumsily with the discussions with Linnea. But no, I liked Brad Dourif's performance was sympathetic. He was portraying this selfless person that didn't know who he was, that he was this horrible murderer, and the whole concept of forgiveness and him lying there. Sorry, that it when he's when Brother Theo's giving him his last rites and stuff like that. It's quite a moving piece, and I think Brad Dourif's performance it's absolutely spot on, and I think that's probably my MVP for season 3 in that respect.
Yeah, it's a staggeringly good performance, and Brad Dourif, I mean, he's always good at what he does, but there's something that Parts of Gethsemane is an amazing episode. So much nuance and content in there as well. And you're right, because for someone who was an atheist, the way JBS explores religion in B5, I know I've talked with many of you on this podcast before, the way he explores it is fascinating. And it's just great to see. Great choice. DK, who's your MVP of the season?
Ooh, this is a tough one because there are so many good character moments in this, but I think I'm going to have to agree with Brandi. I think it's Delenn. I think she kind of, when Sheridan has his doubts, she's like kind of his rock kind of thing, and she's there. She's always backing everybody up, and I think there is a tendency to look at characters like Sheridan and think, "Oh, that's the MVP," but none of it would be possible without Delenn. And again, going back to what Brandi said earlier with the, he's behind me, you're in front of me. She has these amazing moments, and just an amazing character.
Yeah. And Earl, who's your MVP of the season?
Nearly impossible to pick because this season, perhaps more than any of the others, really uses the whole ensemble to maximum effect. And also it's kind of a 1-2 punch because season 3 makes you love everyone. I was about to say Londo could be the MVP because you start to see him get his back here. He's like, he realizes he is in bed with the devil. Okay, he would like to get out of bed with the devil now, please and thank you. That's a very difficult transaction to negotiate, once you're under those covers. And Peter plays that beautifully. But I do also, and also, again, Zach Allen is sort of the viewpoint character, he's more the everyman than anyone else in the cast. And he doesn't appear in every episode, but he does get a lot of impact here. And G'Kar, good grief, the show wouldn't be what it is without G'Kar and without Andreas. But I do like that we have kind of the last gasp of badass Delenn here, because starting somewhere in season 4, it's like she has this great speech in season 4 that's like, never forget who I am and what I can do, which is amazing. That that should be her, under the dictionary illustration of her character, that should be her quote. But then after that, she's relegated mostly to John, and it's a bit of a come down for a character who had been so powerful, so proactive, had so much agency, to kind of be downgraded almost to a sidekick in some respects. Like, she should have been a much more active partner in the, going all the way out to end of season 4, the fight to retake Earth. All she really gets in that is John. It's like, oh, come on, kick some more ass for us, please. It's so I will say I think everyone's got me swayed over to Delenn for this season because we really are getting the best of her in this season. But the whole ensemble is used to maximum. I mean, come on, they made us love Kosh
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
made us love a toilet seat with drapery attached to it and mourn when that character went away. And so this season is sort of about we are going to make you love everyone. And next season is we are going to show you everyone's Achilles heels and enormous flaws. How much will you forgive these people that you've come to love?
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of hard
No,
to
I think
separate season 3 and 4 for me because,
Mm.
like I said earlier, if I pick one episode as if I am going to eat one potato chip out of the bag and then I'm going to seal up the bag and put it away, no, that is not going to happen.
no.
I will
Analogy.
probably, I will see you like 3 days later having hit the deconstruction of falling stars.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think everyone's right. I think I wasn't sure if it was Posh or Delenn, and I think it is. I mean, they both really drive things forward. I think I just Sheridan, to be fair, though I think he's probably has more agency again in the fourth season. And I think what your point was saying about Delenn in the future, and this is coming with like characters like Ivanova as well, is going to be an interesting discussion when we get into the fourth season because it was condensed. I think some of that nuance is lost in the characters, whereas season 3 is JMS is allowed to let those characters breathe a bit more because he's telling this epic story, but it's not trying to get to the end like he is with season 4. So I think that's why I think, again, one of the reasons I love this season so much because it's him taking B5 to another level, but not feeling like he has to rush things to get there as well. And as a result, all the characters get moments to shine. But I think you're right. It's Delenn's actions in this season, the way she saves B5, the way she breaks the Grey Council, the way she works with Kosh, the way she helps get Sheridan to where he needs to be. There is so much agency in that character. She is absolutely amazing in this season.